What's going on, everybody? I'm Jason with Tennessee Mountain Homestead, and today we want to find out how much this thing weighs. We're going to take this thing a few miles up the road to Brown's Recycling, and we're going to drive it on the scale and see what's going on with it. As you just saw in the footage, it was 10,620 pounds going in. We unloaded the tractor off the trailer, put it and drove back on the scale, and then going back in, it was 9,860 pounds. So that's a little bit more than I can count on two hands. So I'm going to have to ask someone else to do the math for me because that's just too much. Stefan, how much does it weigh?
Well, 10,620 pounds minus 9,860 pounds is 760 pounds.
760 pounds is a little bit on the high end, I think. Let me know in the comments of what your guys' tractors weigh. I'd love to know because this thing is freaking heavy. And with me on it, that means it weighs 1,000 pounds. Anyway, before we took it to the scales up there at the scrapyard, I went to Walmart and I got some really cheap dial scales. I got all four, one for each wheel. And we did this a couple weeks ago. We put the scales underneath the tires, and we came up with a number of around 700 and some odd pounds. And that was before I put the winch and the bumper and the back bumper on it. So we didn't believe it was that heavy. We thought maybe there was some kind of weirdness with the scales and it wasn't reading true, but it actually did work. So we'll be revisiting these scales on other tractors in the future. It's a good way to weigh your machines. And actually, with the tractor on these scales, it's pretty balanced. The rear end is 400 pounds and the front's 300. Well, that was with the old measurements before the bumpers and the winch. But it's also balanced side to side. Like the engine is over this way a little bit more for the way this had to be. This side was like 5 pounds heavier on that wheel than this one. So while we were at the scrapyard, something followed us home. Colt saw this and he had to have it, and he used his money to get it. So not too bad. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It was literally at a scrapyard in the junk pile, so I doubt it runs. But we'll mess with it and see what happens. What do you think, Colt?
It's awesome.
It's awesome?
What do you think this is?
That's going to be a wrap for today's video, guys. I know it was short, right to the point. Please, if you're a new viewer, like, comment, subscribe. If you're an existing viewer, please comment and let me know if you have a tractor and you know how much yours weighs. I'd love to know. That would be really great. That'd be some good, valuable information, especially some of the big timers that ride on all these hills and trails up in Kentucky and wherever else. I'd love to know what your tractors weigh. And once again, my name's Jason with Tennessee Mountain Homestead, and we'll see you on the next one.